आज मैं आपके लिए एक नया वीडियो लेकर आई हूँ जो कि टॉपिक पर है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कल्चर एंड एथिक्स। तो शुरू करने से पहले अगर आपने मेरा चैनल अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सबसे पहले मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए और बेल आइकन दबाना मत भूलिएगा। जैसे ही मैं नया वीडियो अपलोड करूँगी आपको उसका नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाएगा। और प्लीज़ मेरे वीडियो को एंड तक देखिएगा। अगर आपको अच्छा लगे तो प्लीज़ 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 इसे लाइक एंड कमेंट ज़रूर करें। तो चलिए अब हम शुरू करते हैं वीडियो के साथ। ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल कल्चर एंड एथिक्स। एथिकल इम्प्लीकेशन ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कल्चर। एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में बी सेंट्रलाइज्ड और decentralized. A centralized system is very rigid and follows the top-down approach. A decentralized system is flexible and follows bottom-up approach. In centralized organization, communication between top and bottom level personnel is rather difficult and hence ethical culture takes time to be rooted. A decentralized system can avoid many ethical dilemmas through informational communication. Leadership and corporate ethical culture. A good leader can contribute to the creation of some ethical core values, setting of ethical goals and agenda for action, development of ethical program for the company, development of ethical culture, implementation of all ethical policies, resolution of all ethical conflicts. Types of leaders. Affiliative type value the needs and emotions of people. Authoritative type strong-handed with a positive vision. Coercive type gets work done by imposing fear and punishment. Democratic type depends on participation and teamwork. Coaching type teaches the people how to work with skill and competence. Pace setting type sets high standards and get the work quickly done. Leader and power structure. There are 7 critical power bases. Power accrues to a person due to his expertise and vast knowledge. Power due to official position. Power due to person's intimate and informal contacts with higher ups. Power of authority delegated by superior. Power is acquired by a person if he has ability to hire and fire. Power due to personal charisma. Power due to coercive methods used. 10 habits of strong ethical leaders. An ethical leader is one who is humble, is concerned for the greater good, is honest and straightforward, fulfills commitments, strives for fairness, shows respect for each individual, takes responsibility, encourages and develops others, serves others, show courage to stand up for what is right. Value-based management. Ethical culture of an organization can be established through value-based management. It aims at looking at the long-run benefits, values, and goals in the matter of management. The value-based management can develop from the perspective of spiritual leadership, which seeks to discover the ultimate meaning and purpose of life. In value-based organization, following core values area are found: trustworthiness, responsibility, respect for others, fairness in all dealings, care and compassion, and corporate citizenship. Employees' rights, right to privacy, right to have fair compensation, right to have good working conditions, freedom from discrimination, a right to privacy in the workplace, a right to a safe workplace, free of dangerous conditions, toxic substances, and other potential safety hazards. A right to be free from retaliation for filing a claim or complaint against an employer. Right to fair wages for work performed. Right to go on strikes. Conflict of interest. Following are the situation under which conflict can arise: personal and organizational interest, competing interest and loyalty, outside activity and primary organization interest, institutional interest and employee interest, conflict between two roles of same person, conflict as profit maximization, and also as a moralist conflict between morality and rationality. Social audit. It means the public disclosure of a company's social and ethical performance, objectives and disadvantages, and advantages. It provides a recognized method for bringing the social point of view to the attention of management. Person outside the company appraises the individual corporation. Hence, they can give an unbiased and disinterested view about the activities of the company employees. It encourages greater concern for the social performance throughout the organization. It provides data for comparing effectiveness of different types of social welfare programs. It helps the organization to build up the image and reputation of the organization in the minds of the public. Ethics committees. Ethic committee is formed in meant organization for the purpose of setting ethical standards for both the employees and employers to settle the dispute of ethical nature and give ethical guidance to organization by giving certain ethical policies and code of conduct. Ethical commitment members should be neutral and independent. They should have no stake in management. They should have independent power to settle an issue. Ethics hotlines. These are the communication facilities that can bring any matter to any ethical issue to the notice of members of ethics committee for immediate solution. These are toll-free lines. The investigation is conducted by an ethical officer specially appointed and empowered for the purpose. Whistleblowing. It is a mechanism of protesting against the misdeed of manager, some employees or the corporate boss. It is a method of publicly exposing unethical activity of a person. Objectives of whistleblowing. The purpose of whistleblowing is to eradicate unethical behavior in the workplace, to encourage the employees and other parties to resort unethical behavior, malpractice, wrongful conduct, fraud, violation of the company's policy and values. This is the way through which public and can be informed about the real picture of the company. It is practices to bring justice and fairness in all activities of the companies. Can whistleblowing be justified? The conditions in which whistleblowing is morally justified are a product or policy that will commit serious and considerable harm to the public, when the employer identifies a serious threat of harm to the consumer, employee, other stakeholder, state, and thing against his or her moral concern. Immediate supervisor does not act, should exhaust the internal procedures and chain of command to the board of directors. No action is taken in spite of best efforts of the employees to remedy the situation of unethical action. The employee must have documented evidence that is convincing to a reasonable level so that the facts can be proved to the outside public and to the test of the law. Valid reasons to believe that revealing the wrongdoing to the public will result in the changes in the organization are necessary to remedy the situation. The chance of succeeding must be equal to the risk and danger the employer takes to blow the whistle. Necessary precautions before whistleblowing. Before blowing the whistle, an employee should take following precaution. Be clear about the intentions and likely consequences. Go ahead only if you are convinced that the situation warrants whistleblowing. Compile documents to support your case. Do not depend upon hearsay. Allegations should be stated appropriately with documents and to be sent to the right person position. Preferably take the internal route. If this does not work, then try external route. Whistleblowing can be done openly and anonymously. If identity is disclosed, I should be prepared to face the consequences. Decide if it is appropriate to take action immediately after some time later or during the service. Consult a lawyer about possible legal battle and defense mechanism. Possible consequences of whistleblowing. Employees can be fired for any reason that isn't an illegal one. After the whistle has been blown, employees may continue their careers with the same organization but face awkward social surrounding and stilled relation with their superiors. Some of the family members may not cooperate with whistleblower. He may be identified as troubleshooter. Thanks for watching my video till the end. प्लीज़ आई रिक्वेस्ट यू ऑल, प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल को लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन को ज़रूर प्रेस कीजिएगा, जिससे कि जब भी मैं नया वीडियो डालूँ आप अपडेटेड रहें।